The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands. Psalm 19:1. These are the words of King David, written nearly 3,000 years ago. When God created the world, He intended it to reveal His character to us. Said another way, if we want to understand our designer and creator, then we should observe and study what He says in the things that He made. Therefore, to know God, we need to study nature just like we need to study the written word. Both express His laws. In the written word, we hear His voice express His law. In nature, we see His laws in action. King David understood the principle of learning about God in nature. He stated that nature is a revelation of God. This is what he said in Psalm 19, the first 4 verses. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they display knowledge. There is no speech or language where their voice is not heard. Their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world. The whole natural world is designed to be an interpreter of the things of God. To Adam and Eve in their Eden home, nature was full of the knowledge of God, teeming with divine instruction. To their attentive ears, it was vocal with the voice of wisdom. Wisdom spoke to the eye and was received into the heart, for they communed with God in His created works. The book of nature, which spread its living lessons before them, afforded an exhaustless source of instruction and delight. On every leaf of the forest and stone of the mountains, in every shining star, in earth and sea and sky, God's name was written. With both the animate and the inanimate creation, with leaf and flower and tree, and with every living creature, from the leviathan of the waters to the mote in the sunbeam, the dwellers in Eden held converse, gathering from each the secrets of its life. God's glory in the heavens, the innumerable worlds and their orderly revolutions, the balancings of the clouds, the mysteries of light and sound, of day and night, all were subjects of study by the pupils of Earth's first school. We, too, should observe and learn from God's nature. Time spent watching and contemplating the natural world that God designed is well spent. So, as you listen to the following book, let the scenes of nature bring peace to your soul. As your mind contemplates the treasures of God's truth, your eyes will see His power at work. The book you are about to read, that is here, speaks of the working of God over the ages. Just as God worked in the lives of people of the past, so He is involved in our lives today. Let both His voice in nature and word speak to you today. The scenes of nature you will be seeing are not intended to be dramatic. That would certainly distract your mind from the words you are listening to. But just imagine sitting on the sand by the sea, watching the waves. Or on the bank of a lake, watching the sun rise. Or watching the sun set. Or maybe you're in a garden just gazing at the flowers, or just watching the clouds through the trees. Now, just let your mind drift away from your burdened and hurried life. Open your eyes to God's bigger world and fasten your mind upon greater thoughts.